Hey guys, the pod series are on again, which means we're gonna do a tutorial, yay! So yesterday I've been watching YouTube, as you do, and I've seen Nikkie Tutorials doing this quite colourful K-beauty inspired look, and that got me thinking. I haven't done like a really colourful look in a while. Well, I've done a yellow one, but it was only like one tone, like it was only yellow, so in my book that's, well, it's not monochromatic, but for me it is, and I wanted to do today something a bit more out there. So I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do. I think I will go for a blue and pink look, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna zoom you in and we get started and we'll see where we end up. I'm not too sure, so let's go. First we're gonna prime with this Milk Jumbo pencil in the shade Milk, Cult Classic. Mine is tiny. The reason why we use this is because every pigment we use on top of it is just gonna pop a little bit more, and I'm planning to bring the shade all the way out here. So we're gonna just put the primer pencil all the way there, and I'm gonna use a brush to blend this out. Now I'm gonna use the white eyeshadow from the Morphe 35B palette to set it. I really like this, and I heard it's gonna be discontinued, but I've still seen this on Cult Beauty the other day, so I think we're fine. I'm just gonna use first that white shade to set it all over my lid. Then I'm gonna go for a halo eye. So first I'm gonna use this blue shade in the inner and the outer corners of my eye, and I'm gonna go on and I'm gonna use a small blending brush to pack the color on first, and then we're gonna use a slightly fluffier one to blend it all out. But for now I just want to pack the color on. I'm gonna go on a small blending brush, just as I said, and I'm just gonna blend the edges without any additional product and shape it the way I want it to be. As I said, inspired by Nikkie, I'm gonna bring the shadow all the way here. It's gonna be more of an elongated look rather than blending it upwards like I usually do. And this process might take a little while. Let me actually, there, that's better. This process might actually take a bit of time to build it up, then blend, then build it up, then blend again. So just be patient with the progress. Don't worry about this inner part too much. We're gonna eventually cut that bit with a concealer anyway. Now I'm gonna add a bit more product to this brush, actually, the one that we're blending it with. And just keep on blending. Now when you're mostly happy with it, and I am, I'm gonna carve out my eyelid, and for that I'm gonna use my trusty Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I'm just gonna apply a little bit of it on the back of my hand, and then I'm gonna carve the lid with the brush. There we go. And first I'm gonna go to another palette, which is the Juvia's Place Magic Mini. And I'm gonna take the shade Faso, which is this really beautiful iridescent bluey purpley color. I'm gonna apply this on the two outer sides of the part that we just cut on a small flat brush. I'm just gonna apply it here and here. And just build it up. I'm gonna go back to the blending brush we used before and the tiniest touch of that blue eyeshadow. I'm just gonna blend the edges and also above this bit that I left untouched before. I just feel like it needs a bit of a shading there. Not much. And now comes the star of the show, which is the Stargazer Neon Eye Dust in the shade 205. It doesn't have a name, it's just this really neon pink shadow. You need only the tiniest touch of it. I'm gonna apply that to the middle of my lid. Look at that. Bam. I'm just gonna blend it with the shadow around it as much as possible. But I feel like it just gives a little something to the look. Keep on blending till you feel like it looks the way you want it. I might build up the blue just the tiniest bit more. Perfect. Now I'm going to quickly catch up my other eye as well to this point off camera, and then I will be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Both eyes are done. I also completed my base and my brows. You've seen me do that before, and also I'm going to link every single product I've used below. But now we need to finish the eyes and then the rest of my base and my lips. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to move on to the under eyes, and I'm gonna sort of follow the same thing as I did on the top lashes. I'm gonna go in with the blue shade on the outside and in the inner corner, blend it out. Then I'm gonna use the purple from the Juvia's Place palette and then the pink in the really middle. I think that's gonna match beautifully, and I will try to be careful because I already have my base on, so I try to make sure there's not much fallout happening. If there is, well, I just have to deal with it and clean it up. Gonna apply some blue here and then some blue in there, and there's already a tiny bit of fallout there, which is annoying, but we'll just have to deal with it and clean it up later. So now I'm gonna go back to the blending brush we used before and blend. You know what, I'm gonna be reckless, add a bit on my blending brush, and I might bring it down a bit more. Usually I never bring my eyeshadow this much down, but I think for this look to work on my eye shape, this elongated one, I will have to bring the look down here, otherwise I'm gonna look a bit silly. So we're just gonna roll with it. See what I mean? Like it has to connect in this corner. So I'm just gonna build it up in this area. bring it down a bit more here. Hopefully I'm not gonna look like someone who got beaten up by the end of this. Perfect. And a little bit of pink in the middle. Oops, sorry, you can't see it, can you? Blending this out. I never really blend normally anything this much down, so it's definitely a bit out of my comfort zone, but I quite like it. Now we're gonna do the same on the other eye, and then we're gonna do, ooh, I almost fell. Then we're gonna do mascara and lashes, and I need to clean it up a little bit here. And then for the inner corners, we're going back in the Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna use the shade Yamoya. Yeah, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend I know how to pronounce it. It's this icy bluey shade bordering on silver. Just in the tear duct area, so it can bring in a bit of light. Now it's time for mascara. I'm gonna use my usual Too Faced Better Than Sex, and on the bottom I'm just gonna use the tiniest amount, and then a heavy coat on the top. It makes such a difference. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna apply a couple of single false lashes on the outside corner, because I think it's gonna make it look really beautiful. So I'm gonna do the false lashes, the other side of my eye, and then I'm gonna be back. Now look at the difference a little bit of lashes make on the two sides. Yeah, pretty, I know. Alright, give me a sec, I'm gonna finish the lashes and then... Alright guys, so my eyes are finished. I have some falsies on both sides of my eyes. I have about 5 individual lashes on both sides. I haven't done it in a while, so they're not perfect, but they're enough to give a bit more definition on the outside of my eyes. I also put a pink liner in my waterline, which is from Berry M. I found it just down here on my table, which is a mess at the moment, and the weather is still really rainy and it got a lot darker than it was before, so hopefully the lights are not too bad. But now we're gonna move on to the rest of my complexion and lips. That's all we have left. For my blush, I'm gonna try something different and just blush mostly here like they do in K-Beauty, and I'm gonna use my Revolution Sugar and Spice palette, and the shades don't have names, but I'm gonna mix these two blushes, this pinky one with that bit more nudie one, and I'm gonna use a big fluffy brush, something like this. Sorry, my chair. It's just my chair, I promise. So I'm gonna dip a bit there, dip a bit there, tap it off, and just blush there under my eye. Interesting. And need a bit more. I'm just gonna blend it a bit towards my cheekbone. Ooh, that's a bit too much. A bit of my cheeks as well, and just blend, blend, blend. I'm still gonna have the most color just down there. And I'm just gonna diffuse it out. Blend, blend, blend. I'm so sorry if you can hear the rain. Just take a bit more of the more nudie shade and blend again more till I don't look like a clown that much. But I know they like to be really blushy. I'm definitely blushy. Okay. On camera it looks quite a bit, but in real life it looks nice and diffused. I'm gonna also put a tiny bit of this mixture on the top of my nose, just for cuteness. And then I'm gonna do the same on the other side. Usually, it's hard to find for me where I put the blush now, because usually I just put it so much more down and in towards my nose. There we go. I'm going towards Crazy Town again. So let's just blend. Alright. Looks crazy in the camera, doesn't it? Alright, now we need a bit of highlight. I don't want anything too crazy, but I still want to be really glowy. I might use this one. This is from NYX Cosmetics. This is the Highlight and Contour Pro palette, and I'm just going to use this lightest shade and just basically dab it all over my face. That's what we're going to do. So, what brush to use? I'm going to start with my fan brush, see how that goes. On the top of my cheek. Oh, my hair. Yeah, so I think that's gonna work, but I might have to switch to a more dense brush. Alright, let's try this again. Oh yeah, that's more like it. Above my brows. A bit in there, it's not that flat. Bit down my nose, which I don't usually do. And my Cupid's bow. And then the other cheek. On my chin, which again I don't usually do, but we want a shiny, glossy skin today. Alright, now all we have left to do is lips. For that I want a pinky nude colour. First I'm going to line my lips with my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Lip Pencil, because it's quite nude, but it's more on the pinky nude side, and I think it's just going to give my lips a nice shape. See what I mean? It's really close to my own colour, so it's really easy to just line my lips and even them out where they might be a bit wonky, just to make them as symmetric as possible, and slightly overline them as well. And fill them in. And the lipstick I'm going to use is the Clinique, what is it called? Nude Pop lipstick. And I think I'm going to add a tiniest touch of a gloss with my Essence Clear Lip Gloss. And that's it, we're done. Here we go, this is the finished look. I hope you like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up, and also please let me know in the comments below, what do you think? Would you wear this look? Maybe, obviously not for, you know, running to the shop, but maybe on a night out, I don't know. Let me know what you think of this look, or if, you know, you don't like it, what would you have done differently? And yes, hopefully I'm gonna see you soon in my next video. Bye bye guys. Have a lovely day. If I could only whistle. I can't, not for my life.